Hello, welcome to the Death Battle Cast, the official professional tie-wearing.
I'm underdressed.
Podcast.
Oh, look at this. Yeah.
I'm a stripper.
Yep.
With a nice tie.
Yeah.
Yes, with a very
Now
nice
you bust in, and they were like, who? I'm looking for Chad James.
Yeah.
And they were like, he's Chad James. And I'm like, Chad, you've been served sexiness. And then I
See it.
Why did
Just
you
shit it
have
out.
to take... Well, let me see your wallet. What's this made out of?
What are you talking about?
That is a pretty hefty wallet.
Why does it match your
Holy
shirt?
shit, that is a very hefty wallet. I've got
You could beat a man to death
Is
with
that is the deed to your house in there?
it. Like a coin pocket?
Yeah, dude.
Coins ain't worth enough
Put his
to
keys
me.
in there.
I know
No.
you. I know you throw change away. We've talked about this, but also
Well,
like
also, like,
sometimes
what, you're going to have fucking hip dysplasia, like an old golden retriever. Like,
That's why his pants, like,
you
when
shift it off to the
when
side.
Chad, like,
look
wears-
at this. Look at this
when
shit.
Chad like wears shorts and
This
stuff,
is like-
his pockets be fat, and I'm like,
Yeah.
well, he is rich, but still,
No.
Oh,
like,
nice. See?
Yeah.
See, but mine's got tools in
I do
it.
need to
Like,
try.
I
That's pretty
do
handy.
things.
I just have like a
useful.
normal little
I
Pikachu
need to
wallet.
trash some stuff. I still have.
You
like,
got a ton
I
of.
got
You need
Disney
to
World crap
go-
in here.
go
so
What
to
is
this.
happening in here?
Go down
Wait,
to
what
this
are those?
Those are passes to Disney
You need to
World.
wear that.
Why
Like,
do you have 4 passes to Disney World in
You
your...
need to wear that on your chest to like block a bullet. Like, shoot you like, I got me in my wallet.
And I got a bunch of business cards I got from people at Extra Life. But also the change part thing is really useful for guitar picks, which is what I use them for.
Guitar picks?
Mhm.
You play guitar?
Yes, dude. There's no way you
You've
didn't
known
know
him
that.
for years and you didn't know that?
No,
Right in here.
no. The only thing I know about Chad is he has a family and he skateboards.
Yes, that's in our years together. Maybe if you would come to
Accurate.
one of the
He's accurate. He's
Right?
there. He's
What-
that's
what else
most.
did I-
that
what else
is-
do I need to
that's
know?
Pretty
That's
accurate.
most
What
of
else-
Pretty
like,
maybe if you'd come to
Legit.
any of the
Like
many things I've
80% of-
invited you to.
He used to work at Game Exchange.
I know that.
Yep.
That-
That's about all you need to know about Chad.
See? What do you mean? Ben, I know Ben. He's the director of a successful show on YouTube, and he has a cool family.
Oh, thanks.
Okay.
all right. So getting
way
back
you
into it,
memorize things.
the reason why we are wearing ties and looking more official today is because of one of our sponsors. That would be Bespoke Post. We'll talk about them later on in the show, as well as our other sponsor for this week, Quip. Old friend returning, helping us
Nice.
fund this show.
Our old friend.
Our old friend Quip, space age toothbrush. So we'll be talking about them later on in the show. We got a bunch of stuff to talk about because, well, first of all, I'm Ben. I'm the voice of Wiz. Hello.
I'm Sam.
I don't know what the fuck he's on. I'm Tori. I'm the animator.
I'm Chad up with Stick. Hi.
Okay, so now that you know our names,
And if
because
you're
you definitely
listening to
didn't know
audio.
before, we're going to be talking about the latest Death Battle that just came out, Captain Marvel Squared. Captain Marvel versus Shazam. So if you have not seen that episode yet, please do, because we're probably going to spoil it a bit as we talk about it. So go check that out, then come back here, unless you're watching live, which thank you, first members, but sorry, you're going to have to watch that first. And then we've also got a special thing for Torrian a little later on in the show, as well as a community death battle between... Who are we doing this week again? Shit. Handsome Jack versus Two-Face.
Yep.
I hope one of you knows something about Handsome Jack, because I don't know
A
anything.
little
is that?
bit.
We'll figure it out.
We'll
We'll
it's been
figure
a
it
while
out.
since I played Borderlands 2.
It's not Torrian.
All right. So first things first, Captain Marvel versus Shazam. We got a couple little Q&A questions to hit on with this. As always, we like to address some questions after an episode of Death Battle comes out, just to clarify some things. Helps out. But if you haven't seen the episode yet, man, I'm really proud of how our team put this together. Writers, editors, animators, they all did a kick-ass job.
Yep.
Nice.
Especially since, like, Captain Marvel is a returning character to Death Battle. We had her in season 3, I believe.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And
Really?
yeah,
Or
and
4. It was 4.
No, she was going to begin.
that wasn't last year. Well, wait, we're in season 6 right now.
Yeah,
Shit,
so 4.
man, we've done too many of these things. Yeah, season 4. You're right. But back then it was just like one animator to each project. And it was Zach actually who animated that fight, Marvel versus 18. And he was part of the animation team for this one as well. So he brought some of his experience animating Binary and the crazy fire effects to this. But man, it looks so much better with additional people helping him out. Like, he doesn't have to like cram everything in and have to rush to get it done because he's got so much on his plate.
Yeah.
Which is nice. But first question that we've got is, why do you guys hate Marvel Comics?
Yeah, that's it. Really?
We address this every single time, and to be fair, unfortunately, I mean, whichever way you look at it, DC has been kind of on a winning streak against Marvel for the past year, which is
They write more overpowered characters. What do you want me to say?
well, sometimes.
Sometimes. I mean, it's not in every case. It's not like DC will always trump Marvel, but it's nothing.
Up until I believe it was Nightwing versus Daredevil, Marvel actually had more wins against DC in Death Battle. It just so happens that the matchups that we've done that are Marvel versus DC since then have generally been DC victories, which we didn't plan. Like, this is not some grand plan or anything. It just so happens to be that way. But, you know, hopefully at some point Marvel can get a victory against DC, but we're not going to, like, specifically try to maneuver a matchup to force that kind of win. It's always based on the facts.
Yeah,
like,
and I don't know about you guys, but I'm more of a Marvel fan.
I mean, sure,
Personally.
yeah.
Quite a bit, yeah.
Marvel definitely, I think, has if you look at the cast of characters in Marvel and cast of characters in DC, I think Marvel does have a lot more stronger characters that are more relatable.
Oh, I know why
watch.
DC keeps winning. It's because we're owned by Warner Brothers now.
Oh, yeah,
That's
right.
why.
Yeah,
clearly.
we're being paid to just, like, completely destroy Marvel.
I didn't catch the joke right away. I was like, why would he say that? Why would he say that? What? But yeah.
There is no one on this earth cares enough to try and influence our decision.
We've literally had 0 conversations with DC ever, which is, I find, kind of weird at this point. That, like, we just wouldn't be like, hey, and then, I don't know.
Well,
but-
there's actually
never.
There may be a thing coming up that we talked to them about,
Oh, well.
or legal did.
Spoilers.
It's something that you wear.
But not a death battle.
You see, no,
Not a death battle. Just to clarify.
battle. Yeah,
not a death battle.
You were vague. You were very vague.
I know.
Like, you were very vague.
There is a possible, like, clothing item that looks kind of like a DC thing.
Which we can do now because we're all in the
Which,
same family.
yeah, I guess legal asked if that would be okay, but
But again, that is Rooster Teeth as a
Yeah.
whole being involved there,
Right.
not Death Battle.
Also, like,
I want to be very
I know.
clear that Death Battle is not going to DC or Warner Brothers or anything like that and saying, hey, we want to make Shazam kill Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
How much will you pay us to make that happen? We're not doing that. And they're not coming to us about any of that. So that has never been how this works.
That's kind of. Have you ever thought about how weird that is, right? Like, you have this show that's these comic book characters. A lot of times it's comic book characters versus whatever. And, like, now, in a grand scheme of things, you're, like, owned by one of the biggest comic book companies.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Through a bunch of ladders of different companies. We're not like
You know that little
next
Death Battle
door
show?
to DC Comics.
Did you see? Did you see the roadmap at our last all hands when they're
Oh
like,
my
all right, so I
God.
know there's been a lot of like restructuring and stuff.
Oh
and
my
so we
God.
figured there were probably questions about like where everyone falls. And it was the most intricate like
I thought-
fucking labyrinth of like how
was like,
everything.
Warner
I
Brothers
was
over
like-
here, Otter Media's over
I was
here,
like,
Relations over
They
here,
have
all the
no
different companies in this
fucking
thing.
idea we exist. I was looking at, and then it just kept going. He pulled out one logo after another logo, and then that split into 4 logos, and that
It was
split
when
into a logo
slide
here,
2 came in.
and then the whole slide went that way, and then 2 more logos. So I was like, they have no fucking clue who I am. Like, they have no idea that I exist. What is a death battle? Like, they make fun of your thing. You own them. It's like, I don't fucking know what that is. Like, I don't know. I just bought a Mercedes yesterday. They don't have any
Jesus Christ.
influence over that.
The
Torrian,
chat
we've enjoyed your time
has
here.
mentioned yes.
They don't know who I am.
Well, they kind of do because as the chat has mentioned, DC is publishing Ruby and Genlock comics,
they are.
which is awesome. But
Again, don't know who I am. They don't know that I worked on Genlock.
yeah, they
maybe
don't.
they did. Maybe they
Right?
I don't know.
No,
They
they don't give a
didn't look
shit.
at the credits and was like, oh shit, there's Torrian Crawford. They probably looked at it and was like, there's Michael B. Jordan, like he was supposed to be. They didn't fucking look for my name.
No, but they're going to now. When,
Good.
I don't think it's the attention
That was the
you
plan.
want though. That was your plan. Bold strategy. I'm gonna talk shit to the person that owns.
That's
our
No, that's
company.
not talking shit. I'm just being accurate. They don't.
Yeah, they
you're
don't.
being accurate.
AT&T doesn't know about Dave that's climbing up the poles, putting up their goddamn lines. Right?
Yeah, no, that's fucking
No,
true. Yeah.
I mean, Dave isn't on a podcast and doesn't say, they don't even know. They're
Dave
just buying
probably does have a
Mercedes.
podcast. You never know. You might talk about.
Yeah.
Snap
There are
or
lots of
something.
podcasts on
Yeah, there's
YouTube
a
and
ton.
SoundCloud.
He has like a little vlog of him putting up the AT&T lines.
Dave probably has a vlog and a podcast where he goes by a
probably some,
pseudonym
like-
and he's
I'm
like
just
talking
saying.
shit.
No, it's
It's not
probably
me-
like Dave TNT. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
I'm just saying. I'm not talking shit. I'm just like stating the obvious. I mean, like they don't.
Okay,
fucking know.
Anyway, so
Anyway,
that's why
yeah,
DC
next.
keeps winning.
Moving on. Question 2, shouldn't Carol's hyper awareness have let her win? So if you watch the episode, you'll know that Shazam is ridiculously fast compared to her. So no, hyper awareness would not have really done anything because she could know, oh yeah, he's about to punch me. I should do something about that.
Bam.
But before that thought even finishes, he's punched her in the face. So it's kind of over. Question 3, don't you think this was a little one-sided? And yeah, this is probably a little more one-sided than some of our other matchups we do, just because when you put the numbers next to each other, Shazam's way faster and way stronger than Captain
Yeah.
Marvel and even Binary. But this was highly requested, and this seemed like the perfect time to do it. This is, I mentioned it, I think, on the last episode.
He is commentary, I think.
Or maybe commentary, that we had thought about doing this a couple years
year.
ago, because it was requested and it seemed like a natural thing to do. Oh,
Yeah.
pit the two Captain Marvels against each other. But we figured because the power levels weren't quite next to each other, Android 18 might be a better fit. But because the two movies, came out, just so happened to come out around the same
People are
time.
requesting it like crazy.
Those two characters, very similar to Thanos versus Darkseid. It had been requested for a long time, but it wasn't until that year where the request just skyrocketed. And it became like this situation where it was like, well,
Now's the time to
we
do it.
kind of have to because everybody's going to wonder why we didn't if we didn't do this. So that's why we did this episode. And plus, like, it's always good, one, getting female characters into Death Battle because, you look at the spectrum, it's a little rare that we're able to do that. Not to mention, it's very rare when we're able to get like a male versus female fight, which I think is interesting to watch because it's so rare. So having that, I think, really adds to the season and just the uniqueness of what we can do with this episode. And I think it came out great. And the last question,
And because DC paid us.
yes, and because DC paid us.
Honestly, like, what would the bribe amount? Like, who would care enough? Because like it would have to.
I'm curious,
I feel like
too.
it would have to at least be $20,000. And like, what company
curious,
cares
too.
that much?
Like-
especially like the worst part is like, they could just probably copyright claim us.
Yes,
It's just like if
could.
they
I
didn't
mean,
like the outcome, they could just be like, no. So I don't know. It's weird.
We've talked about this on the cast before about turning down deals because we have had companies approach us. Not, I don't think DC specifically, but in the past
They never
we've
did.
had
Specifically
companies
for the win.
approached us
Not for the win.
Well, we have had them approach us about certain matchups and like, hey, can you put this character in a death battle? And then we will respond to them and be like, so it's possible that your character is going to die or kill the other character, and then they'll go, oh, we don't want that.
And they're like, cool, peace.
They can't die and they can't kill somebody. And it's like, well, did you even look at the show before you reached out to us?
We saw that it has
just seen the
large
thumbnails.
numbers.
Yes.
They seen the thumbnails and the large numbers.
So we will take that money, but we still have to control who wins.
Well, no,
That's
yeah.
the
if
thing.
You want
That's the
your
thing.
character, like you can pay to have your character in a death battle. We're just not gonna pay to let you win.
Right.
Yeah.
What
You
if
don't
they,
get to
what if they
choose
got
who's
super
gonna win. We
specific?
do.
What
But
if,
also, we've never done that.
What
just
if they-
I don't
clarifying.
think we have.
what if
Yeah.
they
Never worked
paid
out.
you for a matchup knowing their character could, like, paid you to find a matchup that your character could win?
That seems too shady.
That's still the
wouldn't do
same
that.
kind of
We
thing.
wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Because
It always comes
I'm
down.
gonna say no one is willing to pay us enough to do that. that is the correct
I was just
verbiage.
about to say, like, I want her to knock on this door tomorrow. Like, hey,
What? They're
I
like,
know you now. Like, oh shit, he found me.
just knock at the door. They're like, so we'll pay you $100K to have Batman win an episode.
No,
What do we
no,
do?
not winning, not explicitly like win an episode. Find one that's like in his favor, which is kind of the same thing, but they don't want.
But like, it's still possible that he could lose.
not.
No.
It's pretty like he's gonna win.
Yeah, that's still a little. I guess it depends on the matchup.
No.
There could be a good matchup where it is kind of
I mean,
up in
we
the
would
air.
decide
But, like,
the matchup.
when they rank like
already once we
games
do
and
research
stuff,
that Batman wins.
Yeah, they could be like, "How about we want great detectives? Why not Batman versus Sherlock? Like, we know Batman's gonna kill
Yes,
this guy.
right,
Like,
right.
we fucking know
So
that
like
shit.
when you
Like, I don't
when
need
you
to do the research.
when you
like,
rig
I got it.
sports
Like,
and shit, they don't just be like
When
they
you rig-
be like, hey, make it close, like make it interesting.
Sure,
but they
sure.
gotta win.
Well, by depends on the matchup. I mean, what if they came up and they were like, well, you could do Batman versus Moon Knight. And it's like, because we think Batman would win. We'll be like, well, it's possible Moon Knight could win, so we could look into that. Because that presents a matchup where it's not necessarily one-sided just on
now,
paper.
I would say there's probably a gray area for us to do a remaster of a fight that they already won. Because I feel like we've already done it. Like, because if DC was like, hey, do you want to have Batman kill Captain Captain America again and remaster
All right.
it, and here's a hunk of, I would be like, sure, we
Yeah,
already
why-
did it.
yeah.
Like,
Why
you
wouldn't
know,
we do
that's
that?
fair.
All right.
Let's go.
At that point,
I'm
they're
gonna-
just paying us to
I'm
animate.
gonna
This
wrap
is
this
never
up.
gonna happen.
I'm gonna wrap this up because we're just talking theoreticals, and
You guys would never know about it,
The
though.
long story short is the true
Tori and I
answer.
are begging for bribes. That's pretty much what's happening. We would please bribe us.
The true answer is death penalty makes
I don't like business.
crap
Sam.
money, so it doesn't even matter.
This guy is ready to make some fucking money. Let's go.
All right. So last question: what's Shazam going to do with Carol's boot?
Kick some ass.
That's
I don't know,
a
like,
really
it's-
good question. I don't really know. That's
Keep it
just
on a
something that was
shelf
in the
to
script.
remember her by.
Wear it?
Or wear one.
Okay.
When you broke your foot, you were wearing one shoe.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would fit.
Okay.
Well, child, Billy, yeah.
Anyway, let me tell you about our sponsor, Bespoke Post.
Look at these
Solid.
good ties.
Did you turn into a robot? What happened?
No, I just want to move on.
Okay.
ties?
All right. So, yes, as you can see, we're wearing these fancy
Sam, you
ties.
look
These come
great.
from Bespoke Post. Yeah, you look really good. So, I
don't have one.
When you're
Turn over to these hooligans.
all right, guys. Pulling it back a bit. Pulling it back a bit. When you're constantly on the go, grinding away at the office, like we all always do, obviously, or hanging out with friends, there's not much time to think about upgrading your style or apartment. That's why getting the Box of Awesome from Bespoke Post every month is such an awesome deal. They'll even help you figure out which available boxes best fit your style. Whether you're in search of the perfect drink, a well-kept pad, or just setting in style, this improves your life one box at a time. Each box costs $50, but it has more than $70 worth of unique gear inside. So you see these ties that we're wearing. This is part of the box that is the knotted box. You can basically pick a theme
knots.
for
Gotcha.
each box that you get each month.
Nice.
So it's not just the same thing every month. It's not random every month. You have control over what you're getting based on what they have available, which is a ton of stuff. So on the first of each month, you'll receive an email detailing what's in your upcoming box, and you have 5 days to change colors, sizes, or add extra things to your box. If you're just not feeling it that month, you can always skip the box. Bespoke Post offers essential goods and guidance for the modern man. So to receive 20% off your first subscription box, go to boxofawesome.com and enter code BATTLECAST at checkout. Another BATTLECAST.
That's great.
That's boxofawesome.com, code BATTLECAST for 20% off your first box. Bespoke Post, themed boxes for guys who give a damn.
Oh,
I like it. They're edgy.
awesome.
They're edgy.
All right.
I was legit looking through it, and I'm def gonna order one of their bar ones because like we're moving house, and it would be nice to have some nice new bar stuff. And it looks like they got dope bar stuff. So.
Yeah, they got some really cool
Let
stuff.
me check it out
I'll
too.
use
I've been
Battlecast
trying to
later today.
I've been trying to put effort into decorating my apartment, and I'm failing at it. So I will.
Yeah,
like a
look
little
at
help.
They got
And
some
you
dope
get
stuff.
and you get money off.
Nice.
So there
Yeah,
you
they
go.
have cool things.
Use
like
that
I
Battlecast.
didn't know that they had like a whole bunch of just like home decor stuff. Is
Yeah.
one of it. And it was like, oh, that's sweet. I can get like it's not just ties. You can get stuff for your house and stuff, and it's pretty sweet.
Yeah. All right. So now it's time to find out what's going on. All right.
He-Man. What?
So
He-Man.
It's clearly
let's
just an amorphous
let's
shadow.
Oh, okay. No, you didn't say. Come on, man. I
can't
felt
use
proud
me.
about that one. I was like,
Well, let that moment die.
why?
Because
All right.
look at the lower
Oh
third.
shit.
yes, it is time. It is time
Okay.
for another trivia with Torrian.
On this show pretty frequently, and it's just like new every time I come.
We haven't done a Torrian quiz in a while,
been a long
so
time,
I
yeah.
think it's about time we did this one. And we figured out on cast a few weeks ago that Disney-related content would be the perfect one.
No, I conned
So-
you. I know Disney.
Oh, well,
right,
well
we'll
that's
see.
what I'm curious about because you've recently played through Kingdom Hearts 3. You're a big Kingdom Hearts fan.
And he has a kid.
You have a kid who I assume watches some Disney movies.
use
You never really
fan loosely.
talked about it.
I'm gonna use Kingdom Hearts fan loosely.
Well,
You were a Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom
You're a
Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts player.
You're a
There
Kingdom
you
Hearts
go.
1 through 2 fan, maybe.
Fuck that
Either
game.
way. Either way, you have played through Kingdom Hearts. You do know some Disney stuff.
Sure.
But I'm curious what you're going to know and what you're not going to know based on the different experience with Disney that you've had.
All
Here's
right.
the thing,
I'm just gonna pull all my
too.
knowledge.
I brainstormed some of these with Ben, and I was able to answer everyone. So it's not like they're impossible. I didn't look up anything. So
But you have 2 kids and 4 Disney passes.
that's true.
You have exactly. You've just been.
You
That's
fucking
true.
you fucking
I
went
have.
on the tour
Wow,
and got
shit.
the tutorial.
This feels like a setup now. I didn't even realize you had
You
those
have
in your
what?
wallet.
I didn't think about
That's
it.
not fair.
Let me see if this is any of the answers for you.
That's like the fucking rocket scientist being like, well, we've had some questions about rockets and I knew them all. Like fucking,
okay, you went to school for like 10 years.
Yeah. All right.
I had a shitty science
so
teacher.
we have 10 questions to get through. I unfortunately don't have them listed here, so I'm just going to have to go by what appears on screen. So, all right, so let's go ahead and bring up the first question, which is
Complete this phrase.
complete the quote.
I'll make a man out of you.
Hey,
Why
there
you
we
gotta,
go.
Why you gotta insult me like that?
Well, we gotta start off with something easy.
Motherfuckers say this the best Disney song ever, and they're a liar.
What is the best
what
Disney
is
song ever?
The fucking song from Moana.
Moana's really good.
Which one?
Moana soundtrack.
Not the thank you or the one with the weird crab. The one where her people are singing and they're sailing.
It's
I
so
haven't
good. You
seen
can
it.
definitely
Oh,
remember
oh
its
yeah,
name.
yeah, yeah. The Voyager song.
Yeah, okay.
I haven't seen Moana yet. I'll have to check it.
Dude, the music's so good.
Yeah,
Probably
it's
the
really
best
good.
movie in a long time.
All right, question 2. What is Sleeping Beauty's real name?
Oh shit. She had a name?
Yes, she did have a name.
She does.
When did they say it? Did one of the
All
dwarves?
over the place.
Did one of the dwarves say it? Dwarves?
dwarfs?
Wait a minute.
You're-
That's Snow White. Sorry.
Okay, oh, you got it.
My bad.
Okay.
Hold on. Let's all calm down.
I mean, I
To be
can
fair,
see
they're very similar.
they have some similar
Sleeping
themes.
Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty does happen.
This is the
essentially.
one when the prince got to save her. Well, that's a lot of them.
But yes,
yes.
you were right.
Yeah.
He fights a really...
Fuck, she had a name?
She had a name. Do you know what the prince's name is?
It's not Belle. That's Beauty and the Beast.
Right.
Okay, I don't know the prince's name. I would have assumed the prince's name was just Prince.
Like, is it not
You can-
Prince and Princess?
Sam, you were real close. His
Prince
name is-
Harriet.
It's Prince Charming.
It's literally Prince.
Oh,
Charming.
literally
okay,
Prince
okay,
Charming.
Okay, yeah.
What?
Is his bitch's name Sleeping Beauty? No, I'm kidding.
However, that's not
Right.
really okay. Okay, so
I know her name.
Going
This
back-
is confusing. They don't say her name.
Starts with an A.
Oh, it's.
Oh, it's
What were you gonna
A?
say?
I was about to say Ariel. That's
That's
Ariel.
the wrong one.
I don't know. I didn't know she had a name.
Oh no! Oh no!
Because the
you want-
prince's name is Prince Charming.
Take a guess.
I thought her name was Sleeping Beauty.
It's not. Take a guess.
Why? What is this inconsistent bullshit?
Also,
like,
it's,
why-
not, it's also not Princess Beauty. So
Damn it.
It is. I think it is kind of funny that Sleeping Beauty, out of all the Disney movies, is the least woke.
All right. Sam.
God.
You're-
okay.
You're a timer.
Anyway,
Take a guess.
We
Starts with
need
an A.
like a
I
timer
don't
thing.
fucking
to,
know,
like-
man. I know Christina.
That doesn't
No,
start
it's-
with an A.
It's Aurora, right?
It's
I'll just-
Aurora.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
I'll-
it's
Princess
Oh.
Aurora. Go ahead and bring
Dang.
it
I didn't know if it was
Princess
like
Aurora.
Aura or Aurora is something like that. I was like, it's some A shit. Like,
I love that you. We just told him it starts with an A. Take a guess. I don't know, Christina.
I forgot that you said it started with a name.
I had
All
just
right.
said it again right
When it
now.
wasn't Ariel, I just ruled that out.
well,
completely.
what's the next one?
All right, let's bring up question number 3.
the only A name in the language.
Which of these characters is Lilo?
It's the little girl.
Hey, you got that
All right.
one.
All right.
I
Cool.
was
Ding,
a little
ding, ding.
shaky.
All right, all right. So you're 2 and 1.
A little shaky.
It's the wave.
I thought it was one of those things where it was like, because Zelda is about Zelda and not Link.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So I thought it was. I was like, maybe.
That's what I was hoping to
Maybe
trip you
it's
up
the
on.
parent.
Yep.
But you got it. You got it. Good job. Good job. All right, you're 2 and 1, right? I think. Yes.
Mhm.
All right. Question 4.
Child's play.
Complete the quote.
There's a snake in my boot.
Okay.
Oh, you got that one. All right, awesome.
You slipping.
You're doing good on
Yeah,
this
no
one.
faith
Jay.
in me.
Hey,
I mean, you just
Chad,
played through
Chad thought you were
Kingdom
gonna say a steak in my ass.
no, Sam
What?
said that.
Hearts. A
That's
snake in my
yeah,
butt. I
yeah.
thought
Snake in my
there was a strong chance if you didn't get boot, it was snake in my butt.
These are kids' cartoons.
That's true. That's true. All right, question 5. You're doing really well so far. Which one is not a princess?
This not fair. They all can be princesses.
Like in their own lore, which one is not a princess?
Oh. Well, in their own lore, Penelope. Wait a minute. Leia's not a princess.
Your answer is Leia.
Wait a minute. Hey, let me reel that back.
Keep a straight face.
That's not my answer.
What is-
That's not my answer. Wait, let's reel it.
No. Oh, no.
Reel it back.
What? If you were
Let's
to
reel
say
it back. Let's reel it back. No. I take it back.
What is? If someone were to show you,
I take it back. Wait a minute.
If someone were to show you character of
I'm
Leia,
thinking of
what
like.
do you say her name
I'm
is?
thinking. Shut up, Chad. I'm thinking of like actual like what a princess is in the family. Like how do you be a princess, right? You got to be so. You got to be
She's
someone.
from royalty on Alderaan.
I know. So I'm gonna go back to my first choice. Okay.
Okay. Leia was your first choice. So
Actually,
your second choice.
My secret first choice.
Okay.
Can we talk about how in a world with like spaceships and shit, it's kind of buck wild to still have a monarchy? Like
It's
just
much
on one
different planet.
planet.
Well, that's
I
because
guess.
Star Wars
Anyways,
is just like tech fantasy
can-
bullshit.
Yeah,
so,
that's fair.
Alderaan's a little weird like that.
I'm gonna. Penelope is traditionally not a princess, but she is that's her character in her game.
She's a princess, yes. In her game.
Yes.
So
But she's not like the daughter of somebody. I'm right. That's a princess.
the daughter of somebody. So all daughters?
I mean, she's not the daughter of King Candy.
one of them literally is not named Princess something. One of them does
it's
not
Belle.
become. So is your answer Belle?
I've never heard them refer to her as a princess in that movie.
All right, let's see
In
what the
that
answer
movie.
is. Moana is not a
What?
princess. Belle becomes a princess at the end of the movie.
But her father's the king.
She marries a prince. That makes you a princess.
But
No, I thought if
Actually,
you're
wait a
the
minute.
daughter
Yeah.
of a king, that's a princess.
Or if you marry a prince.
This fucking alternative bullshit. I was right. I was right.
Moana specifically says in her movie that she's not a princess.
But she is, regardless of what she says, by the rules. She's in the fucking princess scene in Wreck-It Ralph.
yes, she is.
yeah, that was.
So,
I don't know if that was the
That's-
best one.
That's a plot hole.
She's not a princess though.
where's the lawyer at?
Also,
Give
like
me legal.
Jasmine, or yeah, Jasmine's not the right one. Mulan isn't technically a princess, but she's in all that Disney princess stuff.
Same with I assume Pokemon.
That's why I
United.
specifically said their own lore.
Okay, so right, so
Okay.
Penelope in her own lore on
She's a
both.
princess.
No,
Yeah.
she's not the daughter of someone, and she doesn't marry a prince.
You don't have to.
Literally the princess. That's
She's
her
the-
thing.
the-
All right, let's move on to the next question.
Remember King Candy made her out of the game?
So this is just
Yes.
title alone, not like actually becoming like
What
a
I
princess.
literally said. What?
This is
All right.
stupid.
Complete the quote. I'm Olaf,
Oh, you
and I
should-
like.
Hugs, warm hugs.
You shouldn't give him options.
No, I didn't even look. I didn't even know options was down there.
Nice.
Oh,
well, okay.
Got it.
I like how you threw the snowboard in just as it's well, he is holding
I like
a snowboard.
I was like, I was looking at that like, when did he ever have a snowboard?
Bravo, Ben. Valid attempt at misdirection.
Yes.
Let's go to the next.
I was like,
one.
that's a
Go to
cool
the next
picture.
question. Who dis?
Oh my god. Oh man, is that Mowgli?
Yeah.
Damn!
He's
Yeah.
getting it. He's getting it.
He's doing good.
All right.
We should. It's too late. We brought it up. I was gonna ask you to spell it, but
No one
No,
did
I
that
don't.
right.
Fuck.
this is.
I can barely spell my own name.
Man, sorry, you're doing real good.
Yeah, you're doing great. All right, next question. What is
Yeah.
the name of Pete's dragon?
Oh fuck. I was about to.
I mean, I think that's pretty close to valid. Also, can we go back to?
Deathwing? What?
Can we go back to
could be.
the full size image of this? Can you do that, Gerardo?
What
Can
are
we
you
talk
looking at?
about how stupid Pete looks?
Damn,
Yeah,
dude.
like he's like super realistic.
Yeah,
He was
it's-
raised by an abusive family, all right?
He's got-
What kind of movie is
Have
this?
you never
Right?
seen this movie?
No.
Yeah, I've never seen Pete's Dragon either.
I'm just gonna say.
It's like live action with a cartoon
I'm gonna
dragon.
say Draco.
Draco?
Draco.
All right,
Like so-
bring up the answer.
Young Draco.
It's Elliot.
Elliot.
Oh.
Draco is the name of the dragon from Dragonheart.
Yep.
Oh.
Great dragon.
Sean
movie.
Connery.
One of
Yep.
the best dragon films.
Agreed.
Dragonheart?
Yep.
Dragonheart.
Sequels?
They missed the mark with 2.
And 3.
And then we found out there's
4.
like 6.
There's
right?
a bunch of them. And they're all terrible, except for the first one. The first one's great. All right. I think we have another question.
Real quick, before we pull that up, do you know what Elliot's power is? As a dragon?
He's never seen the
I've
movie.
never seen the movie. Does he breathe fire like other dragons?
Well, of course, but he turns invisible.
Oh. Spider-Man.
So they didn't have to animate him all the time.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
All right, bring up the next
That was way
question.
more interesting.
In 101 Dalmatians, how many puppies did the parent dogs give birth to?
Ooh. Is this an accurate number in the picture? Can I just count them?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you could count them. I don't know if that would give you the right number.
Wait, didn't they only give birth to like?
See, I wouldn't. I
feel like
wouldn't
I'm
have
being-
gotten
So there's
this one.
101
I feel like I'm
Dalmatians
being
total
tricked.
in the movie.
I feel like I'm being tricked. Wait a minute. If it's not about them giving birth to all of them, what happened? Wait a minute. I always thought they were the parents of all of them.
Are they?
So then how many did they get? So then how many?
Ben, maybe I'm overthinking this. Sam, please tell me if I'm overthinking this.
You might be.
Business,
I
Sam.
don't know.
Doesn't know.
Not you. Well, no, I don't know shit.
Is
about
the way
these
the question
Dalmatians.
is worded important? Or maybe it's not. Or maybe it is.
Okay, but like this is a cartoon, so like normal dogs can't give birth to like 100 dogs.
Right.
That's correct, generally speaking.
But this is a cartoon, so it could be some cartoon bullshit.
Right.
I suppose.
Dude, shut up! God damn it, man.
The most pregnant dog ever. Like the before pic, she's just like ballooned out. Like
I'm
got a pocket.
I'm gonna hit you guys with a curve right now. I'm gonna say 50.
50.
You just split the difference. You just tried.
you split the difference in like a. This isn't like a Price is Right. Like
You
it's not-
scared him. You scared him with the pregnant thing, dude. Now he had to reel it by half because for some reason 50 was more reasonable.
So I will say.
No, my logic. Shut up. This is my logic.
maybe-
This is my logic.
I will say, the average like litter size for of puppies for one birthing, I guess, is like 6 to 9.
All right, so some cartoon bullshit. So 50 is still some cartoon bullshit.
It is.
So
What was the reasoning?
my logic is that so some cartoon bullshit they gave birth to 50 of them, and then 50 of them came from somewhere else, and then now we got one more was like the runt or some shit. And now we got a movie.
So you're not counting the
Okay.
parents? There are also 2 parents.
Did they count?
Okay, just show the fucking number.
All right,
It's
let's
not
get the
gonna
number up
this.
here. 15.
15, dude.
What?
It's only 15.
Then where did the rest of them come from?
When they rescue them from Cruella de Vil.
That's it.
Who's Cruella de Vil? Oh, it's the bad guy?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I should have included that question.
Right, because it's like a Two-Face type of lady, right? She
I
had.
can see
Yeah,
how
her
you
hair
got
is
there.
like
I guess
that,
so.
yeah,
Like in
yeah.
the cartoon, she's got black and white
Oh,
hair.
If she
yeah.
doesn't scare you, no, neither people think well.
Oh, cool. I always thought I usually get her name and the dragon lady name mixed up.
Maleficent?
Yeah, Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, that's fair.
Angelina Jolie. Yeah, so the other dogs were, remember, because she wanted to make a whole
I don't
show, and
remember.
they needed a
He's
lot more
clearly never
dogs.
seen this movie.
So she sent
I've
her,
seen it.
She sent
I
her
just don't
henchmen
remember.
out to
Clearly
go
never
get
seen
more
this movie.
Dalmatians. And
Yeah.
so when they rescued them, they realized, oh shit, now we've got like a fuckload of dogs.
I had the little
98
plastic
puppies.
fucking VHS. Fuck you, Ben. I seen this movie.
Okay, but my thing is like, wouldn't she want to let the Dalmatians at least grow for like 6 months before she slaughtered them for fur? Like,
Yeah, that was weird.
Like, it's so, why
She
use
really
puppies?
wanted that
Like,
for a coat. Like,
yes,
now.
but then it's going to be so many small patches. Like, it's not going to be worth it. Like,
Can you name the dog's parents?
I think there was a reason in the movie that she wanted puppies.
maybe there's
I
names
can't remember.
softer or something.
The names of all the dogs?
No, just the parents.
Fuck. Did they really have 101 names?
No.
No.
In one of them, they do. In one of the versions, because there's like,
Oh, the TV
like-
show?
yeah, I think the TV show they do name all 100, and I think they all start with D.
101
Debbie,
names start
Darby.
with D?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
How shitty would it be to have 101 dogs? Like,
Oh, yeah.
your life
Oh,
would
no,
be just
yeah.
taken up with that. Like, it would be
It's a
ridiculous.
good-
And to be fair, I didn't even remember because you had suggested do a slide that's what are the names of the dog parents.
Yeah, that's
I didn't even remember what they were named.
Any?
Oh, if Ben doesn't know, I have no fucking chance.
It's Pongo and Purdy.
Oh, okay.
Great. All right, I think we have one more.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and bring that up. Which one is not? Which name is not one of the 7 dwarfs?
Which is not one of the 7 dwarves?
Which name is not one of the 7 dwarfs? So don't look at the picture. Look at the names.
Oh, I was going to say because all of them are 7 dwarves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just look at the names.
Which of these
What-
is not
which
a dwarf?
Bashful, Sneezy, Doc, Dopey, Grumpy, Gimli? Gimli.
Which one
Does
is
that-
not
does that say
a
Gimli?
7 dwarf?
Does that say Gimli?
I think it's supposed to be Gimli, yeah. Which one is not
Oh, well,
a
it's Gimli.
7 dwarf?
Gimli's not a 7 dwarf.
Okay, there you go.
What? Favorite time. What is Gimli from, Torrian?
Chad, we don't need to do this. We don't.
But we do.
We
But we
can
do.
go on with our
This is
lives,
how we wrap
the
up every
podcast,
trivia
and
tour.
our podcast.
What is Gimli
You
from?
got it the
Move
last
forward.
time, dude. Did you forget?
Come on, man.
He had to cram all this Disney info in his brain.
Right. What the
Hearts.
fuck?
So what is Gimli
You can't
from?
keep asking me questions. I got
Wait.
stuff going on.
You learned this. You've already learned this because
I've learned a lot of shit that I've forgotten.
That's fair. I have too.
what's Gimli from?
I've learned so much stuff. This past weekend, I learned someone's name, and then they text me. I was like, "Who in the fuck is this?" That was this weekend.
my God.
That was 2 days ago. That was 2 days ago, and I hung out with them for like 10 hours. And then they text me, and there's a picture next to their name, and I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" So, Chad, I've learned a lot of shit that I don't fucking remember.
Yeah, I think that's completely fair. Like, I'm not
I've learned
judging
a
you.
lot of stuff. I keep looking at the vitamin water for the vitamins. It's the same every time. Why do I have to look?
Look at what vitamins are in vitamin water.
Anyway,
All of them. man.
So
I'm
what's
gonna
Gimli
say. I'm gonna say. Why is this so hard? I feel I'm so broken.
Well, because now I can only assume it's like you're you're doubting yourself. So
Oh yeah,
much.
100%.
Like, you have 2
right.
options in your brain, and you can't decide.
All right.
This is making me upset.
just take a guess. Just
This is
fucking
making
throw
me
it out
upset,
there.
you son of a bitch. Go back to court. What are you still doing on this podcast, you bitch?
Take a 50-50 gamble. Which one is it?
I'm just gonna go with Lord of the Rings.
The
You did
end.
it!
Yeah.
Okay, no, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it.
There he is.
It's not even worth it. Now I'm all upset. Now my day is ruined.
All right, well, that was the last question. Plus bonus question, which you got it right.
Oh god.
I wasn't keeping track. I think you got the majority of those right.
did,
Yeah,
which
you
is
did
great.
good.
Well, they're animation, so it's in some degree I keep up with animation. At the very least, I don't like Star Wars because some of it's boring. So, but animation's like always cool.
I just love that like you almost were like, which one's not a princess? Oh, clearly Princess Leia's not. Like
I was dead serious. I didn't want
yeah.
to say her name. That's why I said Leia. I didn't want to say her name
then
to
it clicked.
confirm my stupidity.
Yep.
No, you did
Princess
great.
Leia. Like, the fucking name.
You see how I tried to go around that corner, but I still hit the wall.
Oh, these are my favorite
man.
things in the entire world. Oh god.
All right.
You did it. You defeated
Good.
that
Yeah.
one, Torrian.
Yeah. Good
You
job,
win.
Torian. You
Torrian wins.
might have
I don't feel like
passed
a winner.
that one.
I don't feel like a winner.
I gotta double check. I wasn't keeping track of how many you got, but I think you got 6
I got
out
most
of
of
10.
them. I didn't
Yeah.
get the princess one, and I didn't get the the Sleeping Beauty name one.
He got 72%.
72%.
72. That's a hot seat.
72%?
I'm out.
You passed.
High school's over.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm out of here.
Shooting
What
for
was the
sea.
2 from? There were only 10 questions. I guess there were technically 11 questions
And
with
then
yours.
even then, how does that? I guess that is
I,
seven.
don't-
Is
I
that?
didn't question it.
Whatever,
I think
72%. Good job, you passed.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
out.
All right, let's talk about space toothbrushes.
Oh, let me tell you, we've all got weird rocks in our mouth called teeth, and you gotta take care of those bad boys. And the best way to do that is with Quip toothbrush. Let me tell you about this. This is a toothbrush of the future. I never knew I could care or make people jealous of my toothbrush before I got a Quip, and then once I learned that, I've been aboard the Quip train harder than you might imagine. Like, it is so dope. It sticks to your mirror, which is insane. I don't know, they got some wizards or something to make your toothbrush magic, which is also very good. And then it's not just like it looks awesome and is functionally great in a bathroom. It works like a champ. Like, it's got hypersonic vibrating bristles. It gets your teeth mad clean. It has these buzzes that let you know how long you should brush your teeth. Newsflash, you're not brushing long enough. I was bamboozled by it, and now I do brush the appropriate amount of time, and my teeth are much healthier for that. And let me tell you, like, all of us have it now, and, like, it's just the best, right?
You
Like,
don't have to worry about chargers. Like,
no, you don't have to worry. Every 3 months you get a new head, like, that has the new bristle on it, so you always have a clean toothbrush, and you just, like, pop it in, and boom, that's your charge. You don't have no bulky chargers on your counter. It's just a toothbrush. It's sleek. It's slim. It's like, we've said it before, if I was going to put a toothbrush on Starship Enterprise and have it fit in, I would just put a Quip there. Like, it would fit in just fine. Like, it
It
looks
also comes
awesome.
in different colors, too. I don't
Yeah, it
think
comes
we've
in a
ever talked
bunch.
about
Like,
that.
I have a brushed gold one
Mine's
that is
bronze.
like, you have a bronze one? Man, they look good. Let me tell you.
and they work good.
And they keep your mouth stones clean as hell. Super clean. So, if you want to get Quip now, oh, wait, first I have to say, don't take all my word for it. Take the 20,000 dentists' words for it. They're dental professionals, and they know a lot more about teeth than I do. I call them mouth rocks, so, you know, that's your first thing. It starts at just $25, and if you go to getquip.com/cast, you'll get your first refill pack for free with a Quip electronic toothbrush. Again, get your first refill pack free at getquip.com/cast. Getquip.com/cast. So yeah, go do that now and have better teeth with a better brush.
They are super convenient.
Yeah.
All right, now it's time for the community death battle. Handsome Jack versus Two-Face. Borderlands versus
I was just about to say, what is
the company
Handsome Jack
that
from?
clearly paid us for Shazam to win.
Yes, of course.
All right, so as always with community death battles, we leave it up to you guys. Let us know who you think should win and why using hashtag #DeathBattleCast. And we've got an answer for Handsome Jack from Jacob Nichols. And Jacob says that Jack wins. He's able to summon several digital clones of himself, turn invisible, and has a bot that can cover him in an impenetrable shield. He's also survived an entire onslaught of the Lost Legion for an extended period of time with nothing but his wrist guns and his wits. So that's pretty impressive.
It's like a
Definitely.
Nathan
Yeah.
Drake type character who like wins with his bullshit.
He's
Not
the
to
bad guy.
mention that in the Borderlands games, like, the guns are far more than just like a today gun. Like, you know, they shoot triple rockets that poison people and shit. Like, you know, it's so his arsenal is humongous and much more deadly than just like modern day weapons.
Okay.
Not to mention they have shields that can take hits from rockets and shit, and then, like, you know, they're good. So
Yeah,
I feel like
as far as Two-Face goes, too, he's got a lower on the villain scale.
Well,
I mean,
but here's the
craftiness
thing.
and stuff.
But comics. So, like, I know there's going to be some absurd shit that my gut is leaning towards Jack.
He at least survived getting half his body dipped in acid, which is impressive. I mean, on base level feat, I can assure you that one is pretty rough.
My favorite toothpaste.
My favorite Toothpaste.
is the one you get with Quip electronic toothbrushes.
That was the alley-oop that no one that I threw.
Got him.
There we go.
Um,
There we go.
Toothpaste.
My favorite Two-Face is the one in Batman Animated Adventures.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was really cool.
Definitely.
yeah. But let's see if we've got an answer for Two-Face that might put him on top. We've got an answer from the Banff She. which is an awesome name.
Got it.
And Banshee says, most of Handsome Jack's arsenal is outside help and requires line of sight from the Hyperion moon base.
Interesting.
Meanwhile, Two-Face has had gun training from Deathstroke, put up a good hand-to-hand fight against Nightwing, and choked out Killer Croc.
What the fuck?
Heads, Harvey wins. Tails, Jack
That's
loses.
great. I love that.
Yeah, so Two-Face isn't just some dude who happened to have his face burned off. Like,
Well, that's how they always present them.
well, that's how he
he's
starts.
also a criminal mastermind.
He's
of
also
sorts,
he
too.
also starts off a lawyer. Like, he's a smart dude.
Yeah.
Or not a lawyer. He's a
He's a politician. I mean, right?
no. Why am I blanking on Attorney General?
There you
Yeah. So he's a smart dude who knows his way around. Very street smart kind of
Then
guy.
he got the whole dip thing, and he really fucked him up.
He does have half his brain is burned up and crazy, so he's got the coin thing, which
Yep.
also that's really interesting. I don't know how he would apply the coin to a death battle, because that essentially means there's a 50-50 chance by his own rules that he wouldn't kill somebody.
Right.
But by the rules of death battle, we remove
Well,
that.
That'd be
I don't-
weird.
It would be really strange because, like, and I remember the episode in the animated series when the coin lands on its side and he freaks out because he can't like handle not knowing like what happened. Like it was like the end of him for
We
that.
would
Like
probably have to flip a coin in real life.
that would be.
I mean,
I mean,
we
it's
would
So
not
weird.
the-
If he was in the state where he could kill someone, he'd have
we
the
would
opportunity.
probably go by. I believe one of them has a slightly higher percent chance of landing because one side is heavier than the other, by like milligrams. But so like if you flipped a coin like 1,000 times, I think it would be heads. Maybe
501 times.
501 versus 500 or 499. But either way, like just the idea of that rule that Death Battle has
Yeah.
being either subverted or forcing us to ignore a major part of the character's decision making does seem a little weird.
It would be really
I think we would
strange
have
if
to
it-
kind of
we'd
ignore
have
it.
to,
Like we could
but-
probably include, like if this were a death
we
battle,
would
we would
just
include it in the
flip the
battle,
fucking
but
coin in
not
real
yet.
life.
I think I'm kind of with
We would
Torrian.
just
We
flip
just
the coin. What would be the difference?
Well, you have a coin,
Yeah.
right?
Like-
you have a coin pouch.
Oh, now we need the coin pouch, do we?
Yes.
Yeah, the
Now
first
it
time
comes in
somebody's needed
handy.
a fucking quarter in like a gazillion
All comes
years.
full circle.
I haven't flipped a coin in the
Oh,
last
look,
10
and I had a
years.
quarter.
What do
just
you know?
You needed.
All right.
Right next to my guitar pick.
Which
So
could have
fuck
fit
you.
in any
Yeah,
wallet.
what?
you
Oh, wait.
ding-dong.
So I thought you were using the coins as guitar pick.
God, no, that fucks up your strings.
Just put the pick
No, that's
behind
the
your
thing, some people
license
do that
or
in the
something.
Why do you have the
Fucking
coins then? Now I'm with Sam.
For money.
No one takes coins.
Exchanging currency.
Exchanging
for
what?
Goods and services.
No,
That's
what's
how
a quarter?
old this man is.
25
He's
cents.
still-
No.
Like he still uses actual money.
You rich asshole.
I'm not the one. I'm not the one throwing away
That was
money.
the most rich asshole shit I've ever seen in my life.
What's a quarter?
What's a-
25 cents? What?
What costs a quarter? What costs a quarter?
Oh, if you're
Off the top of your head, what costs a quarter? Right now.
Bubblegum.
Bubblegum does not cost a quarter. It's
It
like
does.
35, 50 cents.
No, and the little coin bubblegum machines. That's the other thing.
He is-
I have kids.
He does have a kid.
So, like,
he's got
if-
2 kids, so he's taking
They
them to
wanna
like
go to this
Chuck E. Cheese
machine.
or whatever. And it's like, oh, there's the
only reason
bubblegum
you
machine.
have quarters.
Also, some arcade games.
The only reason you have quarters is that you
No,
have
you
to
don't. They
use them
take the little
sometimes when you go
card.
to the car wash.
A lot of them.
That's
What?
like when you go to the car wash. Sometimes it only takes quarters. That's the only reason. And you keep 8 quarters in your car in the
Or-
cup holder. You're good to go.
Or the air pump. The tire.
It was heads. He dies.
Car wash, air pump, all take cards. You guys are living 5
They
years
do,
ago.
but they also can take coins if you
Yeah,
have them.
whatever.
It depends. You go to the old one, they still suck. Usually that's when I turn around and don't use it. I find it
If
better.
you're not in city living, you might be stuck with a
City living.
quarter only machine. Either way,
Sometimes
back
air pumps for your tires.
Yeah.
I said that, yeah.
Oh, sorry,
Some
didn't hear.
information.
My bad.
So going back to the community death battle here. So
I don't know at this point.
um
I'm
I'm just gonna go with Future Man.
All right, Handsome Jack.
Yeah.
Future shit is.
Yeah.
I
wouldn't bet
do
against
think his
Future
tech
shit.
might
Yep.
Though that one guy
Be
had a good point
the-
that he needs to access to the moon base thing. I don't know.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
essentially,
Well,
like, I mean, that was something like we wouldn't not give him an arsenal.
I mean,
like,
that's true.
well, you probably know him better than the rest of us. How much of an outside help source is that? Like, would he be able to call upon it himself, or is somebody else controlling it? Like, is somebody manning the machines?
No, it's an automated like satellite, so it's like
So he just pushes the button
It would be
and
like
something
Iron
happens.
Man not having some of his fancy gadgets.
it.
It wouldn't make
Right.
sense. We wouldn't do that to Iron Man. Like,
Okay, that's
especially-
appropriate.
Cool.
Like
Handsome
it
Jack.
is weird because it's like it has to be positioned around the planet he's on. So like but you know, it'd be weird to take it away from him.
We would be removing. It sounds like we would be removing an essential part of his arsenal.
Yeah.
That would feel. It would feel weird if that wasn't included.
Even without
Again,
it, he's still.
I'm just
a badass.
guessing because I
Like,
don't know him very well. But
Yeah, even without it, he's still a badass. So
Okay.
you know.
Then I'm leaning towards Handsome Jack.
So everybody's on Team Handsome Jack.
yeah,
I think so.
All right, cool.
Let's go ahead and bring up the poll that you guys voted on.
Yep.
Handsome Jack wins.
There it is. Good job. Everyone was on the same page.
We
and,
did it.
We did it.
100% solid death battle answered right here, right now.
That'd be so sick if you did have Two-Face in a battle and we like flipped the coin in real life.
it's
That'd
just
be-
hard cuts to us. Like
yeah, that'd be sick. Cause like, what would be the difference? Like, it's the same odds.
We could do that in live action. That'd be cool. Makeup would suck, but
That'd be interesting.
That'd be pretty sick.
Although the Handsome Jack, he's got that very specific art style from Borderlands. I don't know.
oh, I just meant having Two-Face in a death battle.
Two-Face. Well, yeah.
In case there was somebody else besides like Handsome Jack.
Either way, thank you everybody for submitting answers and voting on the poll. Next week's community death battle is going to be Shazam versus Superman. One of the
that's
biggest
fun.
questions of DC heroes: who would actually win in a fight? So
Cool.
I want to clarify. Both of them have fought each other in canon, and sometimes Superman wins, and sometimes Shazam wins.
Isn't Shazam magic though?
Shazam is magic, but I don't think that alone is enough of an argument to say that he wins because Superman has beaten him before. So if this were a fight to the death,
Sounds like a good.
who
death
would
battle.
win?
Laser eye heat vision straight through the eyes,
Magic.
melting the brain.
Magic. His magic literally stops himself from being turned inside out. You know this.
Yeah.
We just did a whole death battle on
Yeah.
it.
That would be a sick death
Yeah.
battle. Superman versus Shazam.
Maybe we'll do it.
Well,
pretty
I
sick.
mean, we generally don't do death battles of same franchises.
Yeah.
DC versus DC, but because it's happened in the comics. But I am curious how you guys will take this and what kind of arguments do come around this kind of matchup. It's very different from what we usually do, and that's what I like using community death battles for.
So what
kind
your
of
answer
exploring
is
different
using-
ideas.
So your answer using hashtag DeathBattleCast, and then also be sure to vote on the Twitter poll, which you can
Yes.
follow at DeathBattle.
Yes, the Twitter poll will be up later this week, and we will cover that next week. Thank you all for joining us for another episode of Death Battle Cast. We'll see you later.
Bye.